Ma Fugi and the others also saw the faces of Ling Shuiya, Zhang Xin, and Zhang Xin. It suddenly became clear in his heart that Ma Laosan had indeed not lied before. Boy, this is my home. You trespassed on a private house. For the sake of natural disasters, I don't care about you. Leave these women behind. Get out, Ma Fugi said in a deep voice. But he also instinctively guarded against Lin Yu. Although it was dark just now, as an evolutionary, Lin Yu appeared behind him, and he didn't notice it at all. Everything showed that the young man in front of him was probably not an ordinary person. Lin Yu didn't answer immediately when he heard this. His deep eyes slowly swept across the bodies of Ma Fugi and the others, and their attributes appeared in his mind one by one. Name: Ma Fugi, First Order Evolutionary, Constitution, 3-2. Strength: 35 Dexterity, 25 Spirit, 23. Skill: Bash name: Ma Laosan, First Order Evolutionary. Constitution: 29 Strength, 31 Dexterity, 24. Spirit: 23 Skill, Fatal Strike name: Li Deshan. There are 6 people in total, all with similar attributes, hovering between 20 and 40, not too strong, or even very weak. And now, facing Lin Yu, they utter wild words, asking him to hand over his woman. Will Lin Yu agree? It is detected that the host has encountered a weak threat. Please make a choice immediately. Option 1. Kill Ma Fugi and others. The woman with a dirty mouth who dares to make fun of me should be killed. I will reward you with a silver treasure chest too. Option 2. Let go of Ma Fugi and others, and leave with his own woman. They are all struggling survivors in the apocalypse. Why bother them? Reward a bronze treasure chest too. I'll choose one. Lin Yu thought to himself. He never thought of himself as a good person, before, and now. If you provoke him, you will have to pay the price no matter what. They are mine. Do you want them to stay? Lin Yu asked Ma Fugi, looking directly at Ma Fugi. Ma Fugi swallowed. He didn't understand why Lin Yu would ask this. Of course we must stay. We are all blessed by the heavens. Only people like us are worthy of having these women. Li Deshan shouted. The person he said was favored by the heavens was the evolutionary one. There are more than 100 people in Heku village, and when the end comes, 2/3 of them have become zombies. Of the dozens of people left, only a few have awakened and become evolutionists. It is understandable to say that they are blessed by God. But are they really the only ones favored by heaven? But have you asked their opinions? Lin Yu pointed to Zhang Xin, Ling Shuiya and others in the room. Ma Laosan sneered. There is no need to ask their opinions. In this world, whoever has the biggest fist has the final say. Li Deshan and other evolutionists couldn't wait any longer, so they urged them loudly at this moment. Boss, don't talk to him. Let's go together, kill him, and then bring these city women back to enjoy. That's right. There's nothing to say to this kind of dying person. I can't wait to taste the taste of a city woman. As they spoke, those people also let out obscene laughter. These words completely enraged Lin Yu, and with a wave of his hand, a bright silver gun appeared in his hand. When Ma Fugi saw Lin Yu take out his weapon, he didn't dare to hesitate at the moment, and shouted, "Let's go together, let's fight quickly." After all, the 6 figures rushed towards Lin Yu quickly. But Lin Yu remained motionless, and stabbed straight with a gun, piercing the head of an evolutionary. Pulling out the tip of the gun and sweeping across, 2 more evolutionaries stared wide-eyed and fell down clutching their cut necks. Ma Fugi, Li Deshan, and Ma Laosan were stunned. What the hell? This time they kicked the iron board. This young man in front of him is not easy to mess with. Ma Fugi made a prompt decision and ordered to retreat. But how can they escape from Lin Yu's grasp, who have already been included in Lin Yu's must-kill list? The gun shot out like a dragon, 3 times, 5 times in 2 divisions, and Ma Fugi and others were all killed. In the room, Qin Linger shrank behind Ling Shuiya, covering her eyes, not daring to look this way. This is the second time she saw Lin Yu kill someone. But this time, she felt that people like Ma Fugi should be killed. Perhaps, in the current world, killing people is really not an initiative, but a last resort. Just imagine, if Lin Yu hadn't made a move just now, Ma Fugi and the others would definitely have made a move against him first. Don't you just watch other people's knives slashing at you like this? Of course not. Congratulations to the host for completing the optional task and getting the silver treasure chest too. The system's notification sounded. No time to pay attention to the system. Lin Yu carried the corpses of Ma Fugi and others, and threw them out of the upstairs like throwing garbage. A person happened to pass by outside the building. He felt something falling behind him. He looked back with a flashlight, his face turned pale, and he yelled and ran away. After throwing all the corpses out the door, Lin Yu called the 4 little girls to sleep. But he didn't close his eyes anymore. Sitting on the sofa in the living room all night, I only squinted for a while until it was almost dawn. When he woke up, Ling Shuya, Zhang Xin and others had already prepared breakfast. A few people were eating when they suddenly heard the voices of many people talking from downstairs in Shaoyang building. Great, Ma Fugi, Ma Laosan and his bullies have finally been punished. I think this is God's arrangement. That's right, these days, they often bully us, and they have already annoyed God. This is Ma Fugi and the others' self-inflicted crimes. They can't live. They can do immoral things like blocking roads and robbery. The people who killed Ma Fugi are in this building. We will have to thank them later. What's the sound? Lin Yu stood up and asked. Zhang Ru, who was opening the window and sticking her head out, retracted her head again. There are a lot of people outside, seems to be talking about those people last night. Lin Yu frowned, went to the window and looked, and sure enough, he saw a lot of villagers gathered below. From the few words of those people's discussions, Lin Yu heard some clues. The general meaning is that Ma Fugi and others who killed themselves last night, after becoming evolutionaries, did a lot of evil in this Heku village, but the villagers dared not speak out. Last night, when Lin Yu was handling the bodies of Ma Fugi and others, he was discovered by another villager. After returning, he spread the news. That's what happened this morning. After watching for a while, Lin Yu turned back, took the tableware from Ling Shui's hand and started to eat. After everyone finished their breakfast, they walked downstairs. As soon as they left the small western building, Lin Yu and others were surrounded by villagers. Zhang Xin, Zhang Ru, and Ling Shuya were all guarded, protecting Qin Linger in the middle. Several strangers, I am the village head of Heku village. Thank you for helping the people and punishing Ma Fugi and others. These days, they have done a lot of evil and made life difficult for the villagers of Heku village, said an old man with gray hair. Said that it was tearful, with a look of being wronged. Lin Yu waved his hand, and said calmly, I killed Ma Fugi because he provoked me, and it has nothing to do with anything else. Now, please get out of the way, we have to go. Time is running out. Lin Yu has no time to chat with these people. The old village head looked pale, and then said, no matter what, Ma Fugi and others are dead, and our Heku village will be much more peaceful. Since this little brother is pressed for time, then we won't bother him. After all, the village chief wisely took the lead to get out of the way. Ma Fugi and the others are not ordinary people, they have several times the strength of ordinary people. The village chief knows this very well, and if Lin Yu can kill them, the strength of Lin Yu and the others will naturally be even more terrifying. Since the other party has no intention of talking to him, it's better not to provoke him at will. Lin Yu nodded, didn't say much, and walked out of the crowd with the 4 girls. The villagers of Heku village gathered together and watched Lin Yu and others leave with gratitude in their eyes. Regardless of whether Lin Yu is good or bad, at least because of his appearance, the death of the village bully Ma Fugi and others is a good thing for them. On the main road outside, Lin Yu took out the Iron Overlord from the portable space, sat on it with a few people, and continued to drive in the direction of Nanshi City. In the next few days, Lin Yu and others approached Nanshi City while cleaning up the mutant beasts and zombies they encountered. Along the way, they not only encountered monsters, but also encountered many teams who also saw the leaflets and headed to South Stone City. Some depart from Zhongcheng, and some depart from some small towns near Zhongcheng, or other cities. Of course, there are very few people who really dare to drive like Lin Yu and others. Most of them walk, eat and sleep all the way, and move to Nanshicheng bit by bit. There are more survivors, and fighting is necessary, because it is not uncommon for some food, because of a car, or even because of a woman to stop and fight. The winner walks away, and the loser dies in the wilderness. It has to be said that in this Doomsday era, without the constraints of the law, everything began to become unscrupulous. The 7th day of departure from Zhongcheng is already night. Lin Yu drove the Iron Bawang and found a small village nearby to live in. The village is not big, but it is much better than sleeping in the wilderness. Finding an unoccupied bungalow, Lin Yu took out the gains of the past few days. After a week, they killed hundreds of mutant beasts at least. From the skulls of these mutated beasts, Lin Yu found a lot of first-order crystals, and now he just allocated these crystals to prepare for entering the city in a few days. According to Lin Yu's guess, this trip to Nanshichang may not be peaceful. There are a total of 55 ordinary white crystals, and 21 light green first-order crystals, which is a good harvest. Divide the ordinary crystals into 5 parts, each with 11 pieces, and then divide the first-order crystals into 5 parts, each with 4 pieces, and give yourself 1 more. As the boss, you should enjoy some privileges. Then, Lin Yu distributed these things. By absorbing all of these, your strength must have increased a lot, Lin Yu said. Zhang Xin, Zhang Ru and the others were naturally not polite. Even Qin Linger obediently picked up his share of crystals and began to absorb them. Along the way, she saw through the killing, but every time Lin Yu arranged to hide behind, which made her feel a little ashamed. Therefore, she hopes that she will become stronger, so strong that she can help Lin Yu and others one day. Under the absorption, the crystals turned into slag in everyone's hands and fell to the floor. 2 minutes later, Lin Yu finished absorbing it. By the way, he planted the spiritual seeds that were opened from the silver treasure box a few days ago, received 6 spiritual fruits, and ate them. Eat spirit fruit, increase strength attribute by 10. Eat spiritual fruit, add 5 to physical attributes. Eat spiritual fruit, add 5 to physical attributes. After a series of beeps, Lin Yu's attributes became like this. Host. Lin Yu, virus immune body, extraordinary. Constitution. 315 strength, 321 agility, 279. Spirit. 312 abilities. Element control, LV3, sprint, LV2, edged power, LV4, sunset Changhong, LV3. Servants. Zhang Xin, Zhang Ru, Ling Shuiya except for the agility attribute. The other 3 attributes all broke 300, which is not a small improvement. Now Lin Yu only feels that his body has sufficient strength, and if he fights the big fat fish at the head of the Zhanjiang Bridge, it is estimated that the battle will end sooner. On the other side, Ling Shuiya, Zhang Xin, and Zhang Ru had already absorbed the crystals in their hands, and Qin Linger was absorbing it for the second time, so the speed was relatively slow. Like Lin Yu, the attributes of the 3 of them have also undergone tremendous growth, as follows. Name. Ling Shuiya, First Order Evolutionary, Constitution, 175. Strength. 183 Agility, 186 Spirit, 146. Skills. Fighting Proficiency, Hot Weapon Proficiency. Servant. Zhang Xin Level, 32 Physique, 199. Strength. 207 Agility, 168 Spirit, 176. Skills. King's Might, LV2, Battlefield Inspiration, LV1. Servant. Zhang Ru Level, 32 Constitution, 178. Strength. 187 Agility, 227 Spirit, 182. Skills. Eagle Eye, LV2, 1000 Arrows, LV1. The attributes of the 3 women can be improved, and even with their current attributes, they already have the ability to single out a mutant monster. For example, the fat fish on the Zhanjiang Bridge, if any one of the 3 women is now, it is possible to kill him alone. Along the way, it can be said that there is not much progress. At this moment, Qin Linger has also absorbed her share of crystals. The attributes are as follows. Name. Qin Linger, Special Evolutionary, Constitution, 106. Strength. 115 Agility, 118 Spirit, 127. Skills. Mechanical Proficiency. I don't know if it's because Qin Linger is a special evolutionary, but this little girl doesn't get as many attribute gains after absorbing the crystals as the 3 girls. In other words, each crystal brings her less attributes than ordinary people. This made Lin Yu a little depressed, but it's okay to think about it. Anyway, as long as he and the 3 girls are strong enough, they can protect Qin Linger in the back row. As for the specific role of the little girl, it seems that it has not yet been revealed. The attribute has been greatly improved, and several people are quite happy. Ling Shuiya and Zhang Xin went to cook while humming. Zhang Ru stared at Lin Yu covetously, eating hastily for the past few days, and today she finally got a place to live, so she must have a good meal. Now is a good opportunity. Without my sister robbing me, Ling Shuiya is not here either. Thinking of this, Zhang Ru quietly approached Lin Yu, poked the latter's waist, and said in a voice that only the two of them could hear, "I'm hungry." Lin Yu turned around, only to see that Zhang Ru had raised one of her arms. This little girl was too. "No. Wait a little longer, okay?" Lin Yu said. Zhang Ru shook her head. "No, I want it now, I want to eat alone." Lin Yu was a little speechless, so he had to let Zhang Ru do the talking. At the other end of the small village, there is a convoy slowly approaching at this moment. Among the fleeing troops, such a huge convoy is rare. Although it is said that there are many people in strength, if the convoy is full of ordinary people, it will not be powerful, but burdensome. When ordinary people encounter powerful monsters, they have no other role except to call for help and run away in a hurry. The fleet is composed of 3 buses and several pickups and cars. After entering the small village, a small number of people in the car took the opportunity to get off to breathe and go to the toilet. In front of the convoy, several middle-aged men with big bellies were talking about something. It's hard to imagine that the end of the world is almost 2 months away, and they can still keep their fat bellies. Needless to say, these people must have enough food. A fire was lit, and while the food was being cooked, several people were discussing the next plan. "Mr. Sun, look at the map and it shows that we are only 2.5 days away from Nanshi City. See if there are other arrangements." The person who spoke was a gentle middle-aged man, wearing gold-rimmed glasses. Upon closer inspection, his face was somewhat similar to that of Zhang Dehou from Zhongcheng University. "No, he is Zhang Dehou. That's right, this convoy was withdrawn from Zhongcheng University, including students, teachers, and leaders at all levels. They also received leaflets from Nanshicheng, so they set off from Zhongcheng University and headed for Nanshicheng. Along the way, the convoy encountered many dangers, such as monster attacks, corpse riots, and even road robbery. But the convoy has a large number of people, and there are dozens of evolutionaries protecting it, so there is no danger along the way." Sun Dong, whose full name is Sun Chengguang, is one of the major shareholders of Zhongcheng University. Of course, he has another identity, that is Sun Chao's father. Back then, on the 3rd day after Sun Chao was tortured to death by Lin Yu, Sun Chengguang brought some of his own people to Zhongcheng University. What can be seen is just a pool of rotten meat full of maggots, and the thunder is furious. Zhang Dehou survived by luck, and under the pressure of Sun Chengguang, he explained everything that happened before. Sun Chen is so angry, he is just such a son as Sun Chao. But now. So he swore that as long as he could meet Lin Yu and the others again, he would kill his enemies with his hands. After his son died, Sun Chen was depressed for several days before recovering himself. Half a month later, the red mist descended, and he was lucky enough to become an evolutionary. Not only him, but even Zhang Dehou became an evolutionary. With the power of evolutionists, Sun Chengguang began to integrate the teachers and students of Zhongcheng University, and gradually formed a party of his own, supported by more than a dozen evolutionists. Later, the flyer from Nanshicheng appeared, and several major factions of Zhongcheng University decided to approach Nanshicheng after discussing it. This is where the current story begins. There are still 2.5 days away, which means that we are not far from South Rock City, but we cannot take it lightly. As we get closer to South Rock City, we encounter more and more survivors. Try not to gossip, Sun Chengguang said in a deep voice. 4 buses, 2 of which were loaded with food, were snatched from the 3 canteen warehouses of Zhongcheng University, and they were also some of their only resources. What is most lacking in the last days is food. The most urgent task now is to transport the food safely to the organized Nanshi City. This is the goal of several people. Principal Sun is right. As long as we reach South Rock City, we should be considered safe. There is a defense team there to protect us. For the last 2 days, everyone should calm down and don't take the initiative to make trouble. The person who spoke was another middle-aged man with no hair and a full face. Unlike the suits and leather shoes of Sun Chengguang and others, he only wore the most ordinary clothes and spoke with a strong rustic flavor. He was obviously not a school leader. And the like. His name is Ding Kai, and he is the chef of No. 2 cafeteria of Zhong University. Because he hacked to death several zombies with a kitchen knife when the end came, he captured the hearts of some people. Later, he awakened as an evolutionary, and of course became the leader of one of Zhang Da's factions. I also have the qualifications to sit here and discuss things. Of course, Sun Chengguang, Zhang Dehou and others dare not underestimate him. This guy has a random cloak knife technique, and he deserves to be number 1 in the school. The other two parties are led by a teacher and a student respectively. The teacher's name is Zhang Jianhua. He is a teacher in the physical education department. He has some martial arts background, and he is also an evolutionary. The student is called Li Yapeng, who is the head of the student union of the third year of Zhang University. He is also an evolutionary person, and when he formed the party, he did not choose to join any teacher, but chose to form his own. To put it bluntly, among the leaders of these four parties, Sun Chengguang originally had the most power, so he always believed that he should become the real leader of the four major parties. I want to bring the four major parties together. However, whether it is Ding Kai, Zhang Jianhua, or even Li Yapeng, they are all ambitious people, and they don't like Sun Chengguang. For this matter, there has already been some estrangement between the four major parties. It's just that for the sake of safety, they finally agreed to go to South Stone City together. But in fact, all four of them have ghosts in their hearts. Let's do it like this. In the past 2 days, everyone should be more peaceful, and it's good to arrive at Nanxi City safely, Sun Chengguang said. Ding Kai took out a spoon and stirred the food in the pot. The food is cooked, everyone eat. Several leaders picked up their tableware and began to eat. And the accompanying students, each with their own stoves, began to cook in the dark night. The small village is not big, and apart from Zhangda's convoy, there are many other convoys eating their own food. While eating, he looked towards this side, and when he saw that Mr. Zhang was so powerful, he stopped the bad thoughts in his heart. I can't afford it, I can't afford it. The next day, Lin Yu got up early. Well, actually he was woken up by Zhang Xin and Zhang Ru. The two woke up at dawn, and then went to Lin Yu for dinner. This is also something that can't be helped. Qin Linger is in the team, so she should pay a little attention to things like eating. It is still up to the two to draw nourishment. About 2 hours later, the sky was bright, and all 5 people got off the boat and gathered in the living room. Ling Shuiya cooked some white porridge, served with mustard. The 3 of them ate deliciously. After breakfast, Lin Yu called everyone to get up, packed up their things, and walked out of the bungalow. After going out, I realized that this place is too lively, and it is definitely the time when everyone sees the most living people after the end of the world. In addition to them last night, many survivor teams also came here to rest. Fortunately, a few people came early, so they occupied a bungalow as a place to live, unlike other people who could only sleep in the wilderness or in the car. At this moment, both sides of the road in the small village, even the vegetable fields and farmlands, were occupied by survivors. The appearance of Lin Yu and others did not attract the attention of others. The 5 passed through the place where the survivors were resting and walked towards the road outside. Not far away, Zhang Dehou was pouring water out from behind the bushes. He wiped his hands that accidentally got wet on the tree trunk next to him and swept his eyes around. Suddenly, his gaze froze. He seemed to see a few acquaintances. Stretching out his hand and rubbing his eyes, Zhang Dehou's old face turned pale, and he ran towards the Zhangda convoy tremblingly after making sure he read it correctly. Sun Dong, come out quickly, I saw. What the hell are you shouting in the morning? What's all the fuss about? Zhang Dehou was scolded by Sun Chengguang. Zhang Dehou was so distressed that he couldn't express it. He quickly said, Sun Dong is sorry, I really have something urgent. Say something quickly, and fart quickly, Sun Chen said coldly. Zhang Dehou swallowed a mouthful of saliva. I saw Lin Yu. As soon as the words came out, Sun Chengguang almost jumped up and grabbed Zhang Dehou's shoulder. This is serious, you read it right? This bastard is here too? Zhang Dehou was so shaken that he almost fell apart, and nodded his head like a cat. Of course it's true, it's right there, I'm sure I read it right. Damn, I finally found this kid. Quickly, call our people and stop him, don't let him get away. Sun Chengguang ordered loudly. The revenge of murdering a son is irreconcilable, since he met Lin Yu here, then he, Sun Chengguang, must make Lin Yu pay the bloody price. Zhang Dehou didn't dare to hesitate, and yelled in the direction of the convoy. Immediately, the evolutionists belonging to Sun Chen's Guang party all stood up and ran towards this side. Come with me. Sun Chen waved his arms, and ran together with Zhang Dehou in the direction where he saw Lin Yu and others. Lin Yu and the others naturally don't know about this side. When he walked out of the resting place of the survivors and reached the road outside, he suddenly saw a group of people huffing and running in front of him and others, blocking the way. Stop. All stop. An evolutionary under Sun Chengguang yelled. Lin Yu's face turned pale, a little puzzled. Boy, are you the one who killed my son Sun Chao? Sun Chengguang asked. Sun Chao. Hearing this name, Lin Yu glanced at the people in front of him, and suddenly saw Zhang Dehou who was dodging his eyes, and immediately understood what was going on. Feelings these people came out of Zhongcheng University, just happened to meet me and came to seek revenge? The middle-aged man who spoke just now should be Sun Chao's father. You don't know what he did, he should be killed, Lin Yu said coldly. Sun Chen was so angry that the 810 office pointed at Lin Yu's nose and yelled. Bastard, you have to worry about what my son does. If I meet you today, I will pay for my life with my life. Sun Chen's mouth stinks a little, and not only Lin Yu, but even the little girls behind him frowned for a moment. Lin Yu is their man, but now he is insulted like this by others, it is unbearable. Damn, who is the bastard talking about? Zhang Ru shouted. When she was in Zhong University, she couldn't understand Sun Chengguang, and often used her position as the vice principal to do this and that, but she didn't expect to meet him now. The most important thing is that this guy insults his husband, I can't stand it. Sun Chengguang was in a hurry, and pointed at Lin Yu. The bastard said him. As soon as the voice fell, the eyes of the people around fell on him. This guy actually got himself into it. Sensing the gazes of others, Sun Chengguang seemed to realize his slip of the tongue, and was about to explode in anger. Damn it, let's go together and kill him. Sun Chen pointed at Lin Yu. The host is detected to be provocative, please make a choice immediately. Option 1. Don't break out of conflict, the host kills Sun Chao, the wrongdoing comes first, and the problem is solved verbally, the reward, Silver Treasure Chest 2, Enhancement Stone 3. Option 2. Sun Chao is devoid of conscience and deserves to be sanctioned, he has no faults. Sun Chengguang came to seek revenge, killed him, let him reunite with Sun Chao, and rewarded Golden Treasure Box 1 and Strengthening Stone 6. Lin Yu glanced at the two options and chose the second directly. His tenet is, try not to beep if you can. Sun Chen just provokes himself, this is impossible. Sun Chengguang waved his hands, and there was a faint air of air gathering in his hands. Lin Yu's pupils narrowed slightly, and he glanced at Sun Chen's light attributes. Name. Sun Chengguang, First Order Evolutionary. Constitution. 75 Strength, 79 Agility, 68. Spirit. 81 Skill. Qigong Wave. Compress the air, condense an air bomb and throw it at the target, causing a lot of damage to the target. I didn't expect this guy's attributes to be quite high. It seems that he should have discovered the crystals in the zombie's brain. Look at Zhang Dehou's attributes again. Name, Zhang Dehou. Physique. 56 Strength, 53 Agility, 42. Spirit. 49 Ability. Mind control. You can control something and use it as your own weapon to attack. The more complex things you control, the more mental power you need to spend. Sun Chen looked at the attributes of the rest of the people behind him, and Lin Yu also. After a glance, most of them were above 30, no wonder these guys are so confident. He has a large number of people, and his attributes are stronger than ordinary evolutionaries, so when facing Lin Yu, he has no intention of being afraid at all. Sun Chen shouted loudly, and the dozen or so evolutionaries who followed him clattered into a team, surrounding Lin Yu and the others. Go to hell. Sun Chen shouted loudly, and the condensed air cannon in his hand flew towards Lin Yu. On the other side, Zhongcheng University resting ground. An evolutionary ran towards this side quickly. It's not good, Principal Sun and another group of evolutionaries are fighting. Ding Kai, Zhang Jianhua and Li Yapeng, who were drinking porridge together, got up with a bang when they heard the words. Where is it? Take us to see it, Zhang Jianhua said. Although Sun Chengguang's wolfish ambition made them feel a little uncomfortable, but he was also a companion from Zhongda. Now that he was fighting with others, he naturally couldn't sit and wait on his side. Ding Kai and Li Yapeng also had the same idea. The evolutionary who came to report pointed in a certain direction. They looked at each other and ran towards that side quickly. Behind them, there were some evolutionists from their own party. A group of people cheered and ran towards the place where Lin Yu and Sun Chengguang were fighting, and only when they got closer did they feel that things were not easy. There are already onlookers standing around, forming a big circle, a bit like an arena. The three of Zhang Jianhua and his men forced their way in, and when they saw the situation in front of them, they all gasped. I saw that half of the evolutionists under Sun Chen's Guang party had fallen to the ground at this moment, without making a sound, and it was unknown whether they were dead or passed out. Sun Chengwang, who was a little stronger, was also in a panic at the moment, being thrown around by Lin Yu with one hand. Zhang Dehou looked worried, and with his mind, he controlled a big stone and flew towards Lin Yu. Lin Yu's eyes moved, looking for death. A punch came out, and with a bang, the stone was smashed to pieces. The shattered stone seemed to have life, and flew towards Zhang Dehou, and finally smashed his head, bleeding profusely, and fell to the ground with a thud. The evolutionists watching all around swallowed their saliva in unison. Lin Yu was powerful and decisive in killing, and this ruthlessness made them tremble with fear. When Sun Chengguang saw the dead Sun Dehou, his eyes were about to burst. This is his confidant who has followed him for a long time, but now. Looking around, I suddenly saw Zhang Jianhua, Li Yapeng, Ding Kai who were onlookers, and Sun Chen's painful abdomen. Why don't you hurry up and help me? Do you want to see me die here? With a loud roar, Zhang Jianhua, Li Yapeng, and Ding Kai were awakened. The three looked at each other, hesitant to make a move. The four little girls behind Lin Yu were not calm when they saw that there was a helper on the opposite side. They all took a step forward and stood behind Lin Yu. But Lin Yu was more direct. With a wave of his big hand, the bright silver gun appeared in his hand, and the tip of the gun swept across, and the two evolutionists beside Sun Chengguang fell to the ground. I see who dares to help. Lin Yu's voice was not loud, but it sounded like a urging demon, causing all the spectators who were shocked to take a step back. Zhang Jianhua, Ding Kai, and Li Yapeng, who were still discussing how to help, stopped for a moment. Damn, the young man in front of me is a ruthless person, I can't afford to provoke him. As for Sun Chengguang, who asked you to provoke Lin Yu, in this situation, even if you want to save it, you can't save it. When Sun Chen saw the three of Zhang Jianhua who were standing there, he cursed angrily. Bastards, if I hadn't discovered the secret of the evolutionary, you would be here today, but now I'm in trouble, and you can't even save me. Blind. Zhang Jianhua and Li Yapeng were a little embarrassed by what Sun Chengguang said, and turned their heads away. This is not the case for Ding Kai. He is not young, although he may look like a rural person, but the city in his heart is not inferior to Sun Chengguang at all. At this moment, he looked at Sun Chengguang with a smile on his face. Principal Sun, it's not that we don't want to save you, but that we agreed last night not to cause trouble before arriving at Nanxi City. We did this to protect Zhang University. Incense. Well, in fact, Ding Kai just saw that Lin Yu's strength is not easy to mess with. Sun Chengguang is not weak, but in Lin Yu's hands, he is like a toddler, completely helpless. With this level of strength, even if he joins forces with Zhang Jianhua, Li Yapeng and others, he can defeat Lin Yu. But the result? There is bound to be a price to pay. Is it worth paying these prices for a Sun Chengguang? The answer is not worth it. If this guy died, Ding Kai, Zhang Jianhua, and Li Yapeng could get more food from the bus. 28 in this case. Why did Ding Kai take risks for Sun Chengguang? If you want to blame, you can only blame your dead son for messing with such a ruthless little brother. When Sun Chen heard this, he trembled with anger. Old Ghost Ding, you are so cruel. If that is the case, then I will make it difficult for all of you. After saying that, Sun Chengguang opened his mouth wide and began to inhale, and his body rapidly inflated like a balloon. The crowd watching and eating melons looked at each other in blank dismay. Some of them didn't understand what Sun Chen was doing. Until someone yelled, F*K, this guy is not trying to blow himself up. As soon as these words came out, the people in the venue quickly dispersed. Watching a play is watching a play, but it is not worth putting your life on the line just to watch a play. Even Ding Kai, Zhang Jianhua, and Li Yapeng retreated more than 10 meters one after another, seeming quite afraid of Sun Chengguang's move. The little girls behind Lin Yu were also a little uncertain. Zhang Xin tugged at Lin Yu's clothes. Lin Yu interrupted before the words could be fully uttered. Playing self-explosion in front of me, naive. After finishing speaking, he stepped forward vigorously, and the bright silver gun in his hand swished swiftly and violently. At this moment, Sun Chen's light had swelled into a big ball, his belly was swollen, and so was his head, with two eyeballs protruding out, like two ping-pong balls. Lin Yu's speed was so fast that he turned into an afterimage after turning on his sprinting skill, and circled several times around Sun Chen's light that had turned into a big ball. While circling, the bright silver gun in his hand launched an attack. Whoosh! The silver light flashed, piercing Sun Chengwang's body with dozens of small holes in an instant. The air sucked into the mouth by Sun Chengwang, before being compressed to the point of explosion, escaped from these small holes, making a chi-chi sound. In the end, Lin Yu jumped high, and the bright silver gun swept across, cutting off Sun Chengwang's head, and rolled to the side. The host completes the optional task, and rewards a golden treasure chest 1 and a strengthening stone 6. The system's notification sounded at the same time. Until his death, Sun Chengwang still kept his inhaling posture, which was terrifying, weird, and even a little funny. The bulging pupils will never rest in peace. The surrounding people who eat melons all opened their mouths wide when they saw Lin Yu's coquettish operation. From the last days to the present, Lin Yu is definitely the most terrifying existence they have seen, bar none. It is even more powerful than the martial arts on TV. After Sun Chengwang was dealt with, Lin Yu put away the bright silver gun with a wave of his hand. Although Ding Kai, Zhang Jianhua, Li Yapeng and others were also from Zhang University, they did not provoke Lin Yu, so Lin Yu was not going to attack them. Let's go. Continue on your way. Lin Yu greeted and walked out of the crowd. When the crowd of onlookers saw him approaching, they automatically moved out of the way. Before he had gone a few steps, he heard a voice behind him. "This little brother, please stay." Lin Yu turned his head and saw that Ding Kai was running towards this side. "May I ask what this little brother's name is?" Ding Kai asked with a smile. "Lin Yu." Lin Yu said coldly. The way Ding Kai refused Sun Chengwang's request for help just now was extremely cold-blooded, which made Lin Yu not have much affection for him. "Hi brother Lin, my name is Ding Kai, and I used to be the chef in No. 2 canteen of Zhang University. I heard that you were also a student of Zhang University. I wonder if you are interested in traveling with our Zhang University team?" Ding Kai asked. Road. He has seen Lin Yu's strength. He is very strong. If such a strong person can be drawn into the team, then their safety will be greatly improved. Of course, that was when Lin Yu was not prepared to attack them. Otherwise, once Lin Yu attacked them, Lin Yu would be more dangerous than anything else. "Not interested," Lin Yu said indifferently, checking Ding Kai's attributes. By the way, he was a little shocked. Name: Ding Kai, First Order Evolutionary, Physique, 98. Power: 95 Agility, 72 Spirit, 73 Skill, Chaos Cloak Wind Knife Technique. Chaotic Cape Knife Technique. No matter how skilled you are still afraid of kitchen knives, so you can slash randomly with a kitchen knife. Ding Kai's strength is definitely the most powerful attribute that Lin Yu has seen among other evolutionaries besides his own team. But there was still no way to compare with him. Even Qin Linger, who was the weakest in the team, was stronger than Ding Kai. Of course, it's just that the attribute is strong. When it comes to 43's actual combat, Qin Linger may not be as good as Ding Kai. Seeing Lin Yu rejecting him, Ding Kai was not annoyed. He smiled. "That's good, since brother Lin doesn't have this idea, then I won't bother you anymore." Lin Yu glanced at him, took out the iron bully Wang Yu's wild car in the portable space, called the girls to get on the car, and continued driving in the direction of Nanxi City. Ding Kai watched Lin Yu and others leave, his cloudy old eyes gleaming. The stronger he is, the more he knows Lin Yu's horror. This guy is not easy. I ran over boldly, just wanting to make a familiar face in front of Lin Yu. Maybe it will help me in the future. This is Ding Kai's fancy. Lin Yu left, and the survivor camp here returned to calm. The corpses of Sun Chengwang, Zhang Dehou, and more than a dozen evolutionists of their party are still lying on the side of the road, maintaining their original state. When they were alive, maybe they would be looked up to by others, but now that they are dead, they are just rubbish, they will be ignored, and there will not even be a body collector. This is the cruelty of the end. The three leaders Ding Kai, Zhang Jianhua, and Li Yapeng returned to the resting place of Zhangde University. After discussing, they immediately allocated the resources left by Sun Chengwang. Food, water, groceries, and even a schoolgirl for Sun Chen to have fun with. Then the convoy set off again and drove out of the survivors' camp. Starting in the morning, Lin Yu didn't stop the car until the sun went down. He looked at the map, and it would take at least 4 hours from here to the next populated place. He had been driving for a day, and he was a little visually tired, so he immediately decided to find a place to rest nearby. Tieba Wang Yu parked his wild car, turned on the headlights, and shone on an open space. Then Lin Yu began to search for his storage space, and happened to come across a barbecue box, which was randomly picked up at Haozai supermarket. But it has been dusty in the portable space all the time, why not come out and use it tonight? Thinking of this, Lin Yu swallowed, let alone others, even he hasn't eaten barbecue for a long time. Immediately, he took out the oven and placed it on the flat ground. How about we have barbecue tonight? This sound went on, but it attracted the attention of the 4 girls. Ling Shuiya was quite calm, but the little girl Qin Linger's eyes were already shining, and her little hands had nowhere to rest. Obviously she couldn't help it. Okay. Grilled sausage or barbecue, or green vegetables, I like to eat them all. Zhang Ru clapped her little hands aside. Zhang Xin poked her on the forehead. I love to eat farts, have you forgotten what state we are in? When Zhang Ru heard the words, she reacted instantly and cried. She can't eat human food. Husband, do you have a way to get me and my sister back together? I want to eat grilled sausage. Zhang Sheng complained. Lin Yu rolled his eyes at her while lighting a fire for the oven. Don't you eat grilled sausage every day? Wait a minute, I'll give you my grilled sausage later. Except for Qin Linger, all the 3 women's pretty faces turned hot when they heard this. Ling Shuiya bumped Lin Yu with her elbow, and said angrily, be serious, there are still minors here. Lin Yu shrugged, and took out several packs of frozen sausages from the portable space. The portable space is just that good, and there is no concept of time in it. That is to say, what is the thing that is put in, and what is it after it is taken out? These sausages, which were originally stored in the refrigerator in the supermarket, were still cool and not broken. Then there are a lot of condiments, 5 spice powder, 13 spices, cumin powder, red oil. Not long after, Lin Yu, Ling Shuiya, and Qin Linger ate these condiments deliciously. Zhang Ru and Zhang Xin swallowed fiercely, but there was nothing they could do. Lin Yu looked very distressed, picked up a grilled sausage, and handed it to Zhang Ru. Try it, maybe you can eat it now. Zhang Ru took it, took a bite, and chewed it several times, only to find that she could not taste other flavors of this thing in her mouth except for the spicy taste. But since it was given by my husband, I have to finish it even if it doesn't taste good. Baji finished eating one and swallowed his stomach. Just when everyone was surprised to see that Zhang Ru could eat roast sausage, a wolf howled from the jungle behind them. Immediately afterwards, several black shadows flashed in the jungle, and then the headlights of the Iron Overlord. Everyone saw several gray wolves jumping out of the bushes. As soon as he appeared, he kept shaking his nose, and a pair of scarlet eyes quietly stared at the oven here. Oh. Zhang Ru made a gloating expression. Let you eat sausages, now attract the monsters. But Lin Yu didn't panic at all. It's just a few monsters in the area, and you can send anyone in your team to handle it. Looking up, there are about a dozen gray wolves attracted by the smell of grilled sausages, each of which is more than 2 meters long, with thick fangs protruding from their mouths. It must have undergone some kind of mutation. Whoever solves them will be rewarded with a roast sausage, Lin Yu said. Zhang Ru turned her head to the side, expressing her helplessness. In the end, Zhang Xin stood up and took out the green sword. I'll do it. Just as he was about to make a move, Qin Ling's voice suddenly came from behind him. Sister Xin, can you let me try? Qin Linger's voice was not loud, but the people present were not ordinary people, and their hearing was excellent. Lin Yu frowned. Qin Linger wants to fight, this is a good thing. Anyway, I and others are here, even if this little girl is in any danger, they can be rescued in time. Zhang Xin was a little embarrassed, and looked back at Lin Yu. Lin Huang nodded. With Lin Yu's instruction, Zhang Xin made a way. Come on, try it, sister, I'm here to protect you. Qin Linger nodded. She seemed a little nervous in the first battle, and her little face was flushed. Standing up and walking in front of Zhang Xin, facing a dozen bloodthirsty giant wolves 20 meters away, she gritted her teeth and pulled out a golden sand eagle. At this moment, the golden sand eagle in this little girl's hand has become different from before. It used to be a pistol, but now it has been transformed into a long gun with a cheek rest, and even has a scope. Lin Yu was stunned. What the hell? Could it be that Qin Linger is planning to test the power of the modified Desert Eagle in his hands this time? Before he could confirm, Qin Linger had already made a move. Holding a modified version of the Desert Eagle, through the scope, pull the trigger. Boom. The sound was very small, and a bullet flew out through the muzzle of the gun, killing a wolf in an instant. The power of the Golden Sand Eagle became stronger. With the evolution of monsters, the power of this gun has gradually failed to keep up with the combat level. When encountering monsters with strong defenses, it may even be unable to break the monster's defense, but now. Bang. 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 Qin Linger kept moving, pulling the trigger again and again, and bullets shot out one after another, killing all the giant wolves. Enraged, those giant wolves rushed towards Qin Linger with a loud bang. The little girl was a little scared, but she still relied on her high attribute to move and continue to attack. A minute later, the battle ended, and all the 15 giant wolves that attacked were killed. Qin Linger's pretty face was covered with sweat. This is her first time fighting, she has no experience, and even no fighting skills at all. But with a modified Desert Eagle, he killed 15 mutated giant wolves, his strength can be imagined. Linger is amazing. Zhang Ru clapped her hands and said, she was also amazed by Qin Linger's performance. Lin Yu's focus was not on this, he got up and walked to Qin Linger, looking at the Desert Eagle in her hand. Did you transform this gun? The joy brought by the victory in the battle made Qin Linger forget to be afraid of Lin Yu, and nodded boldly. Using the knowledge in my mind, I changed its trajectory and firing process, and added a cheek support, which is enough to the range rewards the recoil of this gun, and its power has also been greatly improved, which is completely suitable for me. When she said these words, Qin Linger's eyes were still a little smug. Modifying firearms was something she had never dared to think about before. But now, she has succeeded. Such talents are terrifying. Can you show me? Lin Yu asked. Qin Linger hesitated for a moment, then gave Lin Yu the Golden Sand Eagle in his hand. Lin Yu played with it in his hand, the simple silencer, the holographic sight, these should be provided by Ling Shuya. When she joined Lin Yu before, she had several guns, all of these devices. As for the wooden cheek support, it should be found by Qin Linger himself, and it was installed on the back of the Desert Eagle to reduce recoil and improve accuracy. After catching the trigger, Lin Yu tried the feel of the gun, and it was really good. If he attacked with his strength, there would be no recoil. The bullets can even form a line. Very good. Lin Yu praised, and returned the Desert Eagle to Qin Linger. After receiving Lin Yu's compliment, Qin Linger felt her little heart pounding for some reason. Ling Shuya, Zhang Ru, and Zhang Xin also expressed their surprise, and praised Qin Linger greatly, which greatly praised this little girl. After examining the corpses of 15 giant wolves, Lin Yu got 2 first-order crystals and gave them all to Qin Linger as a reward without thinking too much. Qin Linger was so moved that she almost cried. She put it in her personal pocket and kept it safe. It was late at night, everyone had enough to eat and drink. Ling Shuya led Qin Linger to watch the scenery by the fire. And Lin Yu took the opportunity to take the sisters back to Tieba Wang Yu's wild car, came to the car once, and didn't stop until the 2 of them were full. Next day, the 5 people woke up early from the car. Last night, they took turns to watch the night, and no other accidents occurred. After breakfast, Lin Yu drove the Iron King and continued to set off. According to his calculations, the current location of the 5 people is less than a day away from Nanxi City. In other words, we can almost get there tonight. The little girls were very happy to pass on the news, and even Zhang Ru sang in the car. I have to say that this girl is really a good college student with all-round development of morality, intelligence, physique, art and labor, and her singing voice is very distinctive, which also adds a little color to this boring journey of the end of the world. 8 hours later, it was almost dusk. But the iron bully Wang Yu's wild car still didn't stop. At the end of the road, Lin Yu even saw a high wall and a barbed wire defense line. Needless to say, it must be the defense to protect Nanxi City. On the road leading there, the ranks of survivors began to increase. At the moment there is a long queue, slowly moving forward. Lin Yu found a place with few people, put away the Iron Bully King while others were not paying attention, and put it in the portable space. It's better not to show this thing. Lin Yu is not afraid of being coveted, he is simply afraid of trouble. What's the matter, isn't this a shelter? Why don't you let us in? Zhang Ru pointed to the long dragon in front of him and asked. Ling Shuiya coughed lightly. As long as it is a place where human beings live together, there must be rules. Most of this is for the census. Lin Yu nodded. Ling Xiaoya's analysis made sense. Although the base city of Nanxi City is a piece of pure land nearby, its capacity is limited, and it is absolutely impossible to accept survivors without restriction. Therefore, before entering the city, the managers of the base city must do some censuses or some records of the people entering the city. Then what should we do now? Zhang Ru asked again, looking at Lin Yu. Lin Yu shrugged. Wait, what can I do? Zhang Ru. She still fantasizes that Lin Yu can bring her some excitement and break into the base city by force? It turned out, she was obviously overthinking. Moving forward with the team, as the distance approached, the cold and harsh questioning voices of the guards in front came faintly. Listen to the rest. To enter this base city, you need to clarify your identity. People who have been soldiers, inspectors, or engaged in scientific research, as long as they can prove their identity, they will be given priority to enter the base city. 17. Lin Yu frowned slightly upon hearing this. Sure enough, no matter when, there will be levels. The end of the world is coming, and everyone is placed on the same starting line, but what is the use of this? Soon, it was the turn of Lin Yu and others to line up. There are a dozen soldiers with live ammunition in front, and a dozen more wearing black tights with a king character embroidered on their bodies. On the other side is another group of people in uniform. It seems that the people guarding here are divided into several factions. The person in charge of the registration was a tall, thin middle-aged man with his head down. Name of person in charge? Lin Yu. Lin Yu. Person in charge. Original address. Lin Yu. Number 93, Fuhua Street, Zhongcheng. Person in charge. Do you have any family members? Lin Yu. Yes. Name? The person in charge continued to ask. Zhang Ru. Zhang Ru's voice came. Hearing that it was a nice female voice, the person in charge of the registration raised his head and took a look, his eyes glistened with light. Although it is not uncommon to meet women everywhere, young and bright women are rare in this era. Either become a zombie, or die halfway, or become a powerful tool for a powerful existence. Now, the charming Zhang Ru stood in front of him, and immediately made the registrar stunned. For such a beautiful girl, the most important thing is that she is still clean. This is the best. The registrar looked behind Zhang Ru again, and there were two other clean and beautiful women. He hurriedly turned his head and blinked at the Wang family behind him. The Wang family who stayed here understood, stepped forward a few steps, and walked behind the registrar. Little sister, my Wang family is in urgent need of a batch of handicrafts. Your conditions are good. How are you? Are you interested in joining our Wang family? Food and lodging are included, and you can receive crystals every week. A wretched half-bald man looked at Zhang Ru with a smile on his face. His eyes flicked over Zhang Ru's body undisguisedly, and anyone with a discerning eye could tell what was in his mind at a glance. We're not interested. Hurry up and register and let us enter the city, Lin Yu said coldly. The faces of those Wang family members became a little ugly when they heard the words, and the half-bald man in the lead looked directly at Lin Yu. Boy, why do you help her make decisions? Lin Yu stared at the half-bald man with cold eyes. She is my woman. Why can't I make a decision? The half-bald man was angry, and pointed at Lin Yu. Do you know who I am? My name is Wang Bo, and I belong to the Wang family. Now, I ask your woman, and her, to come with me. As for you, you are no longer qualified to enter the city, get out. The bald man was naturally referring to Zhang Xin and Ling Shuiya, and the expressions of the two of them changed a little, and they were a little worried. Lin Yu felt uncomfortable when he heard this. Shit, you dare to think about his women. He kept saying that he was doing manual work, and he was afraid that after joining the Wang family, he would have to be sent to the arms of some big shots. This Wang Bo has already angered Lin Yu. Wang Bo's arrogant voice drifted far away, causing the people behind Lin Yu and the others to look at each other, a little worried for Lin Yu and the others. But no one stood up and spoke up for Lin Yu and others. After all, no one knew anyone. If you can keep yourself safe, why take the risk of standing up for others? The gun-toting soldiers guarding the entrance to the city frowned. They were soldiers from the Southwest Military Region, and they followed the defense team to fight here. Together with the Wang family and the Du family, they occupied South Stone City. At the top of the defense force, there are people from the Wang family, and the power of the Wang family is the well-deserved overlord in Nanshicheng. They are no strangers to the Wang family's domineering and robbing behavior, but they dare not speak out. After all, the order given to them by their superiors is to guard this place. It is best to turn a blind eye to the affairs of the Wang family. As for the Du family, they are honest and responsible, and they dare not cross the line to get involved in the affairs of the Wang family. Therefore, at this moment, Wang Bo is making things difficult for Lin Yu and others, and no one will stand up for him. It is detected that the host has found a provocation. Please ask the host to make a choice immediately. Option 1. The Wang family has a big business in the base of Nanshi City, occupying half of the country, and their own power is weak, so it is better not to make enemies with them. Say something good, and protect yourself as the kingly way. Reward gold treasure chest 1, crystal 3. Option 2. Can't tolerate the provocation of the Wang family, dare to think about her own woman. How can she bear it? Regardless of any consequences, act quickly, make Wang Bo pay the price, give the Wang family a blow, and reward Beijing treasure chest *1, power crystal *5. The sound of the system caught Lin Yu's attention. There are two options. One is to say something nice. Let the Wang family accommodate and let me go. Don't make trouble, just bear with it, and the weather will be calm. The second is to give the Wang family a badass. You're so King ballsy. Even his Lin Yu's woman dares to think about it. Even if you are the Wang family and the Ma family, you must show some color. I choose 2. Lin Yu thought to himself. He has never been in the habit of compromising. It was like this before, and it is like this now. It can be seen that Wang Bo is also an evolutionary. Lin Yu glanced at him, and soon, his attributes appeared in his mind. Name. Wang Bo Constitution, 75 Strength, 71. Agility, 62 Spirit, 64 Ability, Rock. Rocking. Consume part of the mental power to turn one's body into rocks. The rocked body parts will double the defense and attack twice. Attributes may be strong in the eyes of ordinary evolutionaries, but in the eyes of Lin Yu, they are just rubbish. Wang family, I want to see how capable your Wang family is. After finishing speaking, Lin Yu waved his big hand, and a wind blade appeared from his hand, and crossed Wang Bo's neck with a whistling sound. The next moment, there was a line of blood on Wang Bo's neck. Wang Bo had an unbelievable look on his face. He covered his neck and widened his eyes. Hey. You. How dare you? Before he could finish speaking, he fell to the ground with a bang. Everyone around was stunned. What the hell? Killed someone. Some people who were closer to Lin Yu backed away one after another, keeping a certain distance from this ruthless little brother. The rest of the Wang family behind Wang Bo were all angry after a brief shock. Damn. Their Wang family has been a dominant existence since the establishment of the base city of Nanshicheng. Whether it is the Du family, the defense team, or the Scattered People Alliance, they all have to be courteous. Lin Yu in front of him dared to kill the Wang family, even with so many people watching. K. Brothers, go up together and kill this kid. A member of the Wang family shouted. On the other side, there was no movement from the Du family, but on the side of the defense team, a man who looked like an officer walked towards this side quickly. The method that Lin Yu used to kill Wang Bo just now is obviously only possessed by evolutionists, and only very powerful evolutionaries can do it. A powerful evolutionary is a precious wealth. Zhang Zhenhai is quite upright. Besides, this time, the Wang family provoked first, so he decided to intervene in this matter. When Lin Yu saw the rushing Wang family, he was ready to attack immediately. As long as these people dared to attack him, he didn't mind turning them into cold corpses. But before the Wang family rushed over, a man in military uniform walked in between Lin Yu and those people. Calm down. So many survivors are watching, don't be laughed at by others, Zhang Zhenhai said. Looking at Zhang Zhenhai, Lin Yu frowned. This guy is really interesting. Glanced at his attributes. Name, Zhang Zhenhai. Physique, 78 Strength, 73 Agility, 64. Spirit, 65 Skills. Fighting proficiency. The attributes are similar to Wang Bo just now. Adjutant Zhang, get out of the way. This is a matter between our Wang family and this kid. You'd better not get involved. A member of the Wang family shouted. Zhang Zhenhai waved his hands and turned to the Wang family. Everyone, this little brother surnamed Lin is a powerful evolutionary. If he can join our base city in Nanshi City, the security of the base city will be greatly improved. Just what happened just now, I will apply to the defense team for compensation. How about this matter go away like this? The Wong family is used to domineering, and now Lin Yu has killed the Wong family, which is a great shame to the Wong family. If this kid can't be killed for revenge, then how will the Wong family gain a foothold in the base city of Nanxi City in the future? Zhang Zhenhai, F*K your mother's compensation. Our Wong family has a great career, and it's not bad. There are as many evolutionaries in the base city of Nanxi City, and it's not bad. Today, if you insist on standing up for this kid, then against my Wong family, what should you do? You should think about it yourself. The Wong family shouted that there was no intention of giving in at all. Zhang Zhenhai hesitated when he heard the words. Originally, he thought that as his adjutant, the Wong family could give him a little favor, but now it seems that he was thinking too much. Is it true that we can only watch a good young Lin Yu being besieged by the Wong family? For a moment, Zhang Zhenhai was full of hesitation and was in a dilemma. At this moment, a piercing siren suddenly sounded from the high city wall of the base city of Nanxi City ahead. Warning! Warning! A large number of monsters have been found 5,000 meters away from the south. Please prepare for the battle immediately, open the city gate, and let all survivors enter the city. The sudden sound of the siren made everyone present change their expressions. Lin Yu and the survivors who just arrived are alright, but a little confused. But the face of the defense team, the Wong family, and the Du family changed wildly after hearing the siren. 5 kilometers to the south. Wow, this is the south. Damn, didn't you just repel the wave 2 days ago? Why did it come again, and let people live? God knows, those goddamn monsters are really hateful. Quick. Open the city gate and let everyone in, quick. Driven by the winch, the gate of the base city of Nanxi City, which was still closed at first, made a creaking sound, and then slowly opened. The survivors gathered outside the city also realized what was going on at this moment, screaming and crowding to enter the city. Even the survivors at the end can already see a large black wave approaching at the end of the afterglow of the setting sun. It is a monster, countless monsters. The monster attacked and the situation was critical. Zhang Zhenhai, who was stuck between Lin Yu and the Wong family, had an idea, and looked at the Wong family. Everyone, there is no time for the monster to attack the city. Let's put this matter aside for now. It is important to advance the city to defend the monster and keep the base city. The headed Wong family heard the words, and there was resentment in their eyes, but there was nothing they could do. Lin Yu's strength is not low. If you want to kill him, you will have to waste a lot of time. If the base city of Nanxi City was breached because of their July 20th incident, then no one can protect them. Which is more important? The Wong family made a choice in an instant. Boy, you are lucky this time. I hope you can persevere in the wave of monsters, otherwise, when the wave of monsters passes, you will definitely be sanctioned by my royal family. Go. After all, the Wong family headed by waved their hands and rushed towards the city with the Wong family stationed here. As for the survivors gathered outside the city, they don't care. The wave of monsters is coming soon. How about their life or death? Lin Yu watched the Wong family leave with a cold face. Sanction? I'm waiting for you to punish me. Seeing the Wong family leaving, Zhang Zhenhai breathed a sigh of relief, and looked at Lin Yu. Brother, the wave of monsters is coming. Hurry up and enter the city. After this time, I will try my best to help you stop it. The royal family. Lin Yu smiled when he heard the words. Should I thank you? Zhang Zhenhai's face froze. He hesitated for a moment, then he waved his hand and said, Don't say thank you. The evolution is the future of human beings. I think, brother, you have extraordinary skills. Your strength is definitely not weak. Naturally you can't be ruined because of trivial matters' own future. Lin Yu shrugged and didn't speak anymore. But in general, Zhang Zhenhai is a more upright person, so he has helped himself. It's not so much that he is helping himself, it's better to say that Zhang Zhenhai is helping the Wong family. Because if Zhang Zhenhai hadn't intervened just now, all the Wong family members here should be dead now. Without thinking too much, under Zhang Zhenhai's arrangement, Lin Yu brought a few little girls into the city smoothly. As soon as he stepped into Nanxi City, Lin Yu remembered the system's notification sound in his mind. Congratulations to the host for completing the optional task and getting Bajan Treasure Box 1, Strengthening Stone 4.0, and Power Crystal 20. Congratulations to the host for completing the optional task and getting the Golden Treasure Box 1, the Power Crystal 5, and the Strengthening Stone 10. The optional tasks made before are now completed, and a large number of rewards have been distributed to Lin Yu's portable space. But now that the situation is critical, Lin Yu has no time to care about it. After entering the city gate, because of Zhang Zhenhai's relationship, Lin Yu and others were specially taken to the area where the defense team was stationed in the outer city. There were fewer people here and it seemed much quieter. Finding a place to sit down, Lin Yu looked around. There was a high wall on the left and a high wall on the right. The base city of Nanshicheng is divided into an inner city and an outer city. The inner city is where the defense force, the Wang family, and the Du family are stationed. People who are not members of the three parties are not eligible to enter the inner city at all. As for the outer city, it is quite chaotic here. There are all kinds of people, including the Scattered People Alliance organized by Li Hongfei and Peng Yuanji, newcomers who just joined the base city, and survivors who chose not to join any of the forces. Compared with the cleanliness and standardization of the inner city, the outer city is much more chaotic, and because of the entanglement of forces, the public security here usually chooses to turn a blind eye to the middle eye. Murder, robbery and other things happen here every day. The inside and outside of a 30-meter high and 7-8-meter thick city wall seem to be two different worlds. At this moment, the south gate of the base city of Nanshi City was still wide open, and the survivors frantically rushed towards the city. And on the city wall above the city gate, there were already loud gunshots, and the roar of monsters could even be heard in the distance outside the city wall. Needless to say, it must be that the wave of monsters in the previous alarm has come. Lin Yu was listening attentively, when he suddenly felt that the corner of his clothes was being pulled, turned his head and saw that it was Zhang Ru. "Honey, what should we do now?" Zhang Ru asked loudly. There was a lot of voices around, gunfire above the head, monsters roaring outside the city wall. If you don't speak louder, you can't hear what you are saying at all. Lin Yu frowned. Wait a little longer, wait for the wave of monsters to pass before looking for a place to live. Zhang Ru nodded helplessly. It was already 7 o'clock in the evening. She's hungry. Zhang Xin, Ling Shuiya, and Qin Linger were somewhat uncomfortable. I thought that everything would be easy after arriving in Nanshi City, but I never thought that after arriving here, the situation is more complicated than before. At the same time, the inner city of Nanshi City base city. In a room on the middle floor of a certain building, several middle-aged people were sitting on a clean and tidy sofa drinking tea and chatting happily. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door of the room, and a beautiful woman in a professional suit walked in from the door, walked up to a certain big man on the sofa, and whispered something softly. Wang Mingyi, who was still smiling at first, heard the words. The smile on his face gradually froze, and he slapped the arm of the sofa beside him with his palm. With a bang, the armrest of the sofa shattered, making the surrounding people tremble. Bastard! Did that bastard do it? The beautiful woman in a professional suit turned pale with fright and stammered. Going back. The master of going home is a foreign survivor named Lin Yu. Just now, the female secretary received news from the Wang family in the outer city that the little boss Wang Bo was beaten to death in public. Reported the news to Wang Mingyi. Wang Mingyi was furious. Wang Mingyi, in his 40s, is now the head of the Wang family in Nanshicheng. He is powerful and powerful. He was originally the largest real estate tycoon in Nanshicheng. He is ruthless in his work. After the end of the world, he was so ambitious that he gathered all his family members and trusted employees under him to form the royal family. In the end, together with the defense team and the Du family, they captured Nanshi City and built it into a base city. Therefore, the Wang family has become the well-deserved overlord in the base city of Nanshi City. Lin Yu? It's arrogant to dare to kill someone from my Wang family. Pass down an order to Mingcheng and the others to kill him. Wang Mingyi said coldly. People who provoke his royal family must not be kind. The female secretary was a little hesitant. Patriarch, now that monsters are attacking the city, I'm afraid it would be inappropriate to do this. Then wait for the monster to attack the city before doing it. Anyway, this kid must not be alive. Otherwise, what face will my royal family have?